So suppose that $12,000 is placed in a savings account that compounds monthly. Since this is a money problem, it's going to be either A equals PE to the RT or A equals P and then the 1 plus R over N. So we always start with writing the letters, A, P, R, N, T. We'll fill in whatever we know about the problem. So $1,200 is placed in an account. That's the principal. Compounds monthly. That means N is 12 because it's 12 times a year. If the final amount after 3 years, T is 3, but the final amount is 1,446.77. What is the interest rate? That's what we're solving for. We need to have numbers in 4 of those spots and a blank in 1. And we do. So since there's an N, it's going to be this equation. A equals P, 1 plus R over N to the NT. Plug in everything we know. A is 1446.77. P is 1,200. 1 plus R, we don't know. N is 12 to the NT. 12 times 3, all that is 36. So we're trying to solve for R. So first get the parentheses by themselves by dividing. So calculator time, 1446.77 divided by 1,200. 1.2, we'll keep that in the calculator right there. But it's about 1.2. Now we're trying to get R, solve for R, which means we need to first get rid of this exponent, and then we'll subtract 1. So to get rid of that exponent, you flip it and do it to the other side. So it'd be the 1/36, or you could just say the 36th root. So there's our 1.2 number. We're going to do the 36th root of that. So the little X root on the calculator, type 36 so we can get the 36th root. And then we don't want to just round it to 1.2. We want to use what the calculator has. So that whole decimal answer. So it'll input the 1.2056, all the decimal points. So that's about 1.005. About equals 1 plus R over 12. The next step in solving, we're trying to get R. So minus 1, minus 1. So on your calculator, do minus 1. Now we're just left with that 0.005. Even though it's displaying this way times 10 to the negative third, it's still going to work out just fine. So now it's just basically the 0.005 equals R over 12. So to finish it, we need to multiply by 12. Don't worry about how the calculator is displaying it because we're multiplying the answer times 12. And that's 0.0625. Now, rate should be written as a percentage, so move it 2 spots. That's 6.25%. Now we've got another interest problem. So start with APRNT. $1,500, that's the principal, placed in a savings account at 7.5%, so that's 0.075 per annum, means per year. How much is in the account? That's what we're solving for. How much after 2 years if it's compounded monthly? Compounded monthly means 12 times a year, so n is 12. So again, our formula, A equals P, 1 plus R over N to the NT. Plug in the 1,500, plug in the 0.075, N is 12, N is 12 times T is 2. So since all the numbers are on the right side, we don't have to solve it, we just have to work it out. Start with the most inside, so the fraction that's inside the parentheses, 0.075 divided by 12. 0.075 divided by 12. Add 1. Then the exponent's 24, so that answer to the 24th power. Answer to the 24th power. So we've done that. Now multiply by the principal, 1,500. So it's 1,741.94.